Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We're up and running then. And Bomo. And here's Haaland. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good ball, that too.
Can he finish? Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, no circumventing this opponent. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah,
and the shot! Each side mirroring the other in terms of chances created here, one each for now. McAllister. And it's Hakimi. Bruno Fernandes does really well to win the ball there. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. He's in plenty of space here.
that was well seen too. Good clearance.
They get a throw in. Oh, such a clever touch. That's tidy. Llorente with the cross. Decent chance! Engages and forces him off the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Rice. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Rice. Takes a shot! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, he doesn't have hit a clean strike. The moment he was in that position, you knew he was going to smash it.
McAllister, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nuno Mendes. And he's had it nicked away. Bruno Fernandes. That is lovely. It's a promising position. Oh, that's neat. In by Llorente. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Hakimi. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Now there's a fine ball. Rice. Now it's Osimhen. Now what about a counter-attack? Oh, that's well spotted. McAllister. And Hakimi. That has not gone well. Haaland! Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Marquinhos. Hakimi. And Gabriel. And it's Hakimi. Bruno Fernandes. Nicely shaped ball. Marquinhos cuts it out. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
This is a
What's the views on the first half?
I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. He's having a shot! And there's a goal! It is an explosive start to the second half. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
The first breakthrough.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
McAllister ploughing through the middle.
Osimhen really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That's good running with the ball. Oh, that's nice. Steam, real chance! And he couldn't quite find the target.
Just couldn't quite control it. Nothing wrong with the height and the contact.
Haaland is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Burmo. And Burmo gets on his bike and on the move. Strokes it back. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Burmo. And Burmo. Now it's Mbappe. And he shoots! And that's in! There seemed no way back, but they are level! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 19.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 8.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Number 45.
Borussia Dortmund perhaps contemplating their next change here. McAllister, and it's Mendes. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Big chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Borussia Dortmund have scored 2 quick goals here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback.
Borussia Dortmund clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
That pass has been well intercepted. And a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he passes it long. Turan, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Ødegaard.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
McAllister. Now that's well seen too.
Borussia Dortmund really wanted that 2-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Now it's Girassi. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Look, Peter, what they need now are cool heads and discipline, and instead it looks like they've got a liability in their side.
Very little time to go, and they have a free kick in a really promising area. And now as good a time as any to pull level. Rice! It's hit the upright. Oh no, this does not look good. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. He won't be happy with that one. He's shifting through the gears here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now that looks a decent ball. Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! We thought they were done, but never say never. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the winner now...
And that's that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome,
And
but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We are just getting started. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Nuno Mendes here, I think, will be very important, Peter, particularly if they start to spread the play, because he's excellent in one-on-one positions, both attacking and defending. So I'd expect him to have some of that cutting edge in the team, making himself a great option when they've got possession.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. That's a good ball out wide. He's found a way past. Hakimi. Very nicely done. That's put paid to the danger. Gabriel. Pass somewhat off target. Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's managed to get free. Engages and forces him off the ball. McAllister. And Mendes. McAllister. Bo3. First quarter of an hour gone. And here's Haaland. Haaland! Not a bad try by any means. Well, they could break here. Not the most accurate pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nuno Mendes. They play cross-field, changing the point of attack. So it is still 0-0. Lovely feeding is Haaland! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's Mendes. Goes for a shot! Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Marquinhos. Gabriel. Well, that looks a decent ball. But he's gone backward here. Rice.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Bo3. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rodgers could move up a gear here. Can he get it through? Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Up towards the flank. The less said about that pass, the better. Haaland. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Rice makes a dash for it. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Chance! And that was too close for comfort.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Van Dijk makes the interception. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. He has found the way through. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Probably be looking to play it square from here. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. That's a decent clearance. Bruno Mendes. That is lovely. Oh, sweet feet. Rice. Now it's Osimhen. Hakimi.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Tchouaméni does really well to win the ball there. This could be a South Korean counter-attack. So a temporary halt to the action. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So your views on the first half?
I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Borussia Dortmund have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances.
Shot a goal! And that's a tidy finish. How they've waited, now they have it. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
And here's the chance to counter. Tchouaméni running with the ball. Rodgers. Can he get on the end of this? Now the cross. Oh, great leap! Oh, good finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
South Korea are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Haaland under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Marquinhos. He's got away. Oh, no joy this time.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but...
Chance for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Excellent challenge. Decent chance! Tchouaméni And that's gone loose. Mendes is there to clear. And it's McAllister. Now it's Haaland. Quality ball. Mbappe. Oh, that is a nice touch. He's having a hit! Great strike. A test for the keeper.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
And a quick reminder today that parking in the area around the stadium is strictly forbidden. Please...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We are just getting started. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, this guy, McAllister, is someone I see as the linchpin in this side. He's a playmaker who loves that little left-sided channel to release people further up the pitch. But I also like to see him play centrally at times. I think he's just very, very good in the number 10 position, and he's got a great understanding of that role.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
McAllister. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Kvaratskhelia going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely worked. That's the keeper's ball. Hakimi. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, that's clever. Bruno Fernandes. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Could move up a gear here. Marquinhos. Kvaratskhelia.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted. They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Space for him to turn and look. Serves up across. Pinches it off him. McAllister, spread to the right. Kvaratskhelia. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's being urged to shoot, and the shot! They've scored! That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Pumas have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden...
Osimhen! And we have our very first corner. And it's hoisted clear. Pumas are looking to go forward now. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And it's Ødegaard. De Bruyne. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Vinicius Junior really was well marshalled there, because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Rodgers. Bruno Fernandes. Looking for the run. Osimhen! And he should have made them pay.
Osimhen deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Nuno Mendes. Rice running with the ball. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Well, that is one way to stop him. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Bruno Fernandes is behind this one. And this, an opportunity to pull level. Bruno Fernandes! Not a bad try by any means.
Bruno Fernandes is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's managed to get free. Hakimi. Haaland. And it's Ødegaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. To McAllister. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Rice. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kvaratskhelia. And the counter is on. Ødegaard. And here's Haaland. Now who's going to be first to this? Nuno Mendes. Marquinhos wins the duel this time. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Pumas leading by one at the break.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Pumas have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. The second half is up and running. Pumas currently ahead by the smallest of margins. That's good play. Rogers!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And it's Mendes. Great ball if he can get there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Kvaratskhelia. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's shifting through the gears here. He's free. Goes for a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Kvaratskhelia, who's set up one goal so far. He has found the way through. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Being still separated by the game's only goal. Hakimi. Rice does well to get it back. South Korea are looking to break at pace. Tries to play it through. Rogers. So no flag here. Cross goes in there. Cleared without hesitation.
South Korea really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número
The two
22.
coaches are signalling
Número
changes
10.
here, both at the same time.
Entran número 9. Número
Vinicius
18.
Junior needing
Número
to deal with
11.
defending that's
Cambio.
more up close and personal.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Marquinhos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence. There's the shot! Glorious! A finish of true class! Republic of Korea are all square. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It's starting to look very... He's having a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número
Pumas
17.
have opted to make another change here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Soboslai. Doué. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. McAllister. Nicely weighted ball.
Bumazunam really can't be faulted for their attitude. And if
Chance, surely! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Gabriel. And it's McAllister. Well seen, saw that coming.
that was well played, well stopped.
Havertz. This is promising. Gabriel was in no mood for any of that. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's found a way past, looking for options for movement. Lovely feet. He's in a good position here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Vinicius Junior. Dembele picks it up out wide. He's found a way through. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. He is just caressing the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So we are still gridlocked.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So a brief break, and then we will be back for more. No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Doué. Now Mbappe. Driving forward. Now, can they get him away? And he's picked it up out wide. And it's Doué. He's on it, can he get away? McAllister. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, he could easily have slipped that to his right just to keep the attack alive, and it looks like he's going to learn the hard way.
Thuram has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Nuno Mendes. Alexander-Arnold.
Such good technique.
He's picked his way through. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. João Neves. And it's Alexander-Arnold. He is through here. Gabriel deals with that comfortably. Doué. And it's McAllister. For Szoboszlai. McAllister. No, he's not getting past him there. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Gabriel. Szoboszlai. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Tacho did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Cross flung in towards the middle.
Well, he certainly...
So that was it, the first period of extra time. So those 15 minutes have flown by. Limbs now and heads indeed at the point of exhaustion. How will this end?
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 15. Número 5.
Exhaustion, physical and mental.
21.
Will we find a
Número 30.
winner? This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Flings in across. And he's there to deal with it. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, this looks sharp. Well read, nice interception. Alexander-Arnold. Passes short and sharp. Alexander-Arnold finding himself in space. Cross to the back post. Oh, it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Can he get it through? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Stood up well to him there. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Thuram looking for a runner. This looks promising. Simple. And it's Doué. Quality ball for Ferran Torres. That's a cute ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Very nicely done. Great vision. DiMarco has it in a what? So there you have it, penalties. 90 minutes and then another 30, and Jim, here we are.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
So we're all set, and we all know what is coming. Szoboszlai is first to take the long walk. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper.
I think some mind games were played there, Peter. It certainly did the trick.
Girassi is the next to run the gauntlet. Made it look easy.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
Pumas are looking to him to tie things up. Just scrubs it in, saw the keeper moving.
Yeah, looked so confident as well. The keeper's notes didn't help him then.
João Neves is the man who's second in line.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
Pumas feeling the pressure. No! Denied remarkably. Wow, talk about coming up with the goods.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
This to put them 2 up. That's a brilliant read. That is how you answer the call.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
Oh, great save! That is a great save! Garcia must save this. It is that simple. Oh, he saved it!
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
This to stay in it. Yes, that's how you do it.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one. Everyone here are holding their breath.
And there you have it. So it all ends in heartbreak, all the effort, all the exertion, all the exhaustion, and it counts for nothing. So, Jim, quite a game, decided in the end, in the only way it could have been.
Bumazunam really must be wondering how different this all could have been had they taken their chances, Peter. But it really was fine margins all round, I suppose. You know, having been on both ends of such results in my career, I can't help but feel for these boys.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.